Welcome to Science Answers. Today I'll be diving on the differentiation series. If this is your first time of visiting this channel, please kindly like and press the notification button so that you get notified when next we post new videos. Thank you. Differentiation. What is differentiation? As you all know, differentiation is a branch of calculus that deals with the rate at which things change over time, things like function and curve, and how they behave and our behavior. So differentiation, we begin differentiation being has the commonest formula. Differentiation has the commonest formula as displayed on the board. Let y equals a x n. Note here that a is the constant, the x is the variable, while the n, the power, is the function. The a there is the constant, as I told you before. Now, starting with the first function known as the polynomial function. Now, note when a and n are not zero, you see displayed on the board, where a and n are not zero, then the first derivative of y with respect to x is given by the formula. It's a general formula for this. We are starting with the polynomial function. Now, the derivative of y with respect to x equals a, which is the constant I said earlier, and bringing this n, which is the function, which is here, while x the variable minus 1 from the function. That is how this is all about. I told you we are starting with the polynomial function. The polynomial function is the first one. We have other functions like the product function and the quotient function, etc. Now, with this one, the commonest formula of differentiation. Differentiation of y with respect to x equals a, which is the constant. Now the power of the function, bring the function down, repeat the x, which is the variable, remove 1 from the function, which is x, the power per se. Now, with the question, let's use this formula to solve some question for better understanding of what we're talking about. So differentiation is just talking about the rates and the time at which things change. That's all differentiation is talking about. Now, let's say y equals 6x. Y equals 6x. What are we talking about? First and foremost, we are trying, what they're trying to tell us is differentiation of y with respect to x. Differentiation of y with respect to x. That's how we say dy dx. So equals, now, with the formula on the board. So we use the formula to solve this question here. This is question 1. Now, let's proceed. Now, the differentiation of y with respect to x equals 6. I told you this x has a power, a function, raised to the power 1. Since it's 1, we don't have to write it. We start writing it when it is 2 upward, 2, 3, 4, and the case may be. Since it is 1, we don't have to write the 1 here because we already know that there is 1 there already. Now, according to the formula, you see, we bring the power down, which is bring the function down, which is what we did here. The power, will bring it here. We write the variable, which is x, remove 1 from the power. Now, remove 1 minus 1. Now, 1 times 6 will give us 6. The variable, we write the variable, 1 minus 1 give us 0. So, dy dx equals 6. Remember, anything raised to the power 0 is 1. Now, dy dx equals 6 times 1. Dy dx equals 6. So, these are the steps we follow in solving this kind of problem. Always remember the formula. First, the constant, which is the a. Bring out the function, or the power, which is n. Rewrite the variable, which is x. Remove 1 from the power. You'll get your answer. Now, question 2. Y equals, bracket open 1, plus x, bracket close, bracket open 3 minus 5x. If it's a question like this, we don't just differentiate like this. We first have to expand the bracket. We first have to pull the bracket, remove the bracket before differentiating. So now, how can we remove the bracket? How can we go about this? First of all, we have to multiply both together. Now, we multiply this with this. Okay, just follow my step. It is easy and very simple. You just have to be careful to avoid mistake. Okay, now remember differentiation of y with respect to x, dy dx equals, now 1 times 3 we give us 3, Okay, 1 times 3 give us 3. 1 times minus 5, it give us minus 5x, it give us minus 5x plus. Okay, right, so with this one, then we move to the x times 3, it give us 3x, because there's no sign here. This is already positive, we already know that. Now, x multiplied by minus 5x will give us minus 5x squared. Now, differentiation for respect to x, the y dx equals, repeat this one. So, minus 5x plus 3x will give us minus 2x. If you press the calculator, your calculation will give you the same value. Minus, repeat this one here, which is minus 5 raised to the power x squared. Now, we proceed. dy dx equals, now we differentiate. We start our differentiation from here because we have successfully opened the bracket. So our differentiation begins from here, not here, neither here. Here, we start differentiation from here. Now, how do we go about this? Now, we start like this. Differentiation for respect to x, y dx equals, always remember that constant is 0. Constant may be 200, 2000. Without a variable, it is 0. Every constant is 0. Now, we already know that this 3 is already 0, so 0 is nothing. We don't have to write 0. Differentiating minus 2x, how do we go about this? The minus, remember, this x has a power of 1. Remember the formula, we bring the power down, we remove 1 from the power. So the power here, which here, look at power here, 1, bring it down, multiply by the constant here, remove 1 from the power, which is 1 minus 1, minus, bring the power here, which is this 2, multiply by the constant here. Here's the power, x is the power 1, divisible 1 is already there. You understand? Now, differentiation of with respect to x, the y dx equals 1 times 2, give us 2 minus 2. Okay, now, x, 1 minus 1, will give us 0. So now, minus 2 times 5x will give us 10x. That is it. Now, dy dx equals minus 2. Okay, now, I told you anything raised to the power 0 is 1. That's how we got this one here. Minus 10x. Now, dy dx equals minus 2 times 1 give us minus 2 minus 10x. That is all for this. Just remember the formula first. Always remember the formula and be diligent enough to follow the exact step. Question 3. Y equals 8 plus 14 x raised to the power 2 plus 18 x raised to the power 20. Now, dy dx equals, remember constants are always 0. 8 here is a constant because there's no variable attached to it. 8 is started on your own. That makes it a constant. So every constant is 0. Now, you're done with 0, which is 0. Differentiating this one, 14x raised to the power 2. Remember the formula. We bring the power, which is the function, down, multiplied by the coefficient of x, which is 14, which is this one, x, right? Now the power, minus 1, plus, repeat the same procedure here, bring it 20 down, multiply by the coefficient of x, which is 18, the variable is x, minus 1, give us 19. Now, differential value with respect to x equals 0 is already 0, so that is out of the equation. 2 times 1, 2, 2 times 4, 8. Now, repeat the x here. 2 minus 1, give us 1. That's how we got 28x plus, now, let's move to this one. 20 times 18, it give you 360. 360x is upon 19. This is the answer for this question. Remember, in this video, we are dealing with polynomial function. This question is under polynomial function. Next video, I will shoot on product function, coefficient function, implicit function. But this one basically is emphasizing, just talking about polynomial function. Now, let's dive to question 4. Y equals 1 plus 5q plus q squared. Now, if I had to go with this kind of question, they can't just say y dy dx. No, because x, this x is not in this question. So we are differentiating y with respect to q this time, not x. So the right approach to this one is dy dq. So please don't forget. That's how it is done. Differentiation of y with respect to q. Now, based on the question. No, for us to continue, the y dq equals 1. 1 standing on its own is a constant. So constant is 0. Okay. Now 5q raised to the power of 1. Remember our general formula. 5, which is the coefficient of the q, multiplied by the power of the q, which is 1. Q itself, 1 minus 1. Remove 1 from the power, which is 1. Plus, bring the power down, which is q. The function 2q, 2 minus 1. Okay, that's it. The y dq equals, this is already 0, it's already out of the equation. 5 times 1 will give us 5. Q, 1 minus 1 will give us q raised to the power 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Plus 2. 2 minus 1 give us 1. That's how we got 2q. Differentiation of y with respect to q equals 5. Anything raised to the power 0, anything at all is 1. That's how we got our 1 here. Plus 2q. Now, dy dq equals 5. 5 times 1 will give us 5 plus 2q. That's our final answer there. So that is how we got the answer. Just if you see any question, try to know what they are talking about. You don't just solve because the y dx. Now, question number 5. Y equals 1 minus x plus x squared all over 2 factorial plus x to the power 3 all over 6 plus x to the power 4 all over 24. Solution. Differentiation of y with respect to x, x. Now, equals constant is 0. 1 is a constant and constant 0. Minus, this is a variable x. Now, differentiating x, remember that's 1 here. This x is carried the power of 1. According to the formula, you bring the 1 down, which is this one here. The variable, which is the x. Remove 1 from the power, 1 minus 1 plus. Now, differentiate the numerator, x is the power 2. Really, the power here front, which is 2. X, 2 minus 1. Okay, now, plus the power x is the power 3. Bring the power front, which is 3. X, 3 minus 1. Now, plus x is the power 4. Bring the power here, which is the 4. The 4. Remove 1 from the power to give you 3 all over 24. Now, dy dx equals, this 0 is already out of the equation, leaving us with minus 1. Minus 1, x, 1 minus 1, gives 0, which is 0, plus, now, here, now, 2, cancel add 2, leaving us with x, okay, x, 2 minus 1, give us 1, all over 1 factorial. 1 factorial is also known as 1, plus 3 here, 1, 3, 2, 6 to give you 2, 3 minus 1 to give you 2, x raised to the power 2, all over these 2 here. Now, plus 4 here, 1, 4 into 24 give you 6. 4 calculated to 24 6 times. Now, which will give us x raised to the power 3 all over 6. Now, dy dx equals 1. X raised to the power 0, into raised to the power 0 is 1, which will give us x minus 1. X raised to the power 0 is 1, plus x, 1 factorial is 1, as I told you before, plus x raised to the power 2 all over 2, plus x raised to the power 3 all over 6. Now we multiply this with this. Dy dx equals minus 1 times 1 minus 1. This plus, we repeat this plus here. X divided 1, give us x, plus, we repeat this one, x raised to the power 2 all over 2, x raised to the power 3 all over 6. So this is the final answer for this question. Now, going to question 6. Seeing that question 6 is an exponential question. Seeing an exponential question, the method of solving exponential question is different from the one you use to solve others that we have been doing before. Now, solve the exponential question. The y dx equals the function, which is the x, times the question. The function, which is the x, the f dx times the question, which is exponential x. Now, the y dx equals the function differentiates x. If you differentiate x, as we did earlier, x, right, to the power of 1, bring the power of 1 here, x 1 minus 1 equals 1, x is to the power 0, 0 equals 1 is to the power 1 equals 1. So x is equal to 1 times exponential x. Now the y dx equals 1 times exponential x will give us exponential x. Now moving to question 7. Y equals 1 plus u all over 1 factorial plus u all over 2 raised to the power 2 all over 2 factorial plus u raised to the power 3 all over 3 factorial plus u raised to the power 4 all over 4 factorial plus u raised to the power 5 all over 5 factorial. Now just be calm and follow me. Solve solution. Now the y du. Now if you see question like this, don't go on using the y dx because we are differentiating y with respect to u, not x. So it is the y du. Now the y du equals 1, which is a constant, is equal to 0. So it's always 0 plus. Now we differentiate the numerator. We differentiate the numerator. Differentiating u. Remember this invisible one here, bring the power, which is 1 front. Write the variable, which is u. Remove 1 from the power, which is 1 minus 1. All over 1 factorial give you 1 plus. Differentiate the numerator u raised to the power 2, which is 2. Bring it to here, u. 2. Remove 1 from the power, which is 2 minus 1. All over 2 factorial. 2 factorial is also known as 2 times 1 factorial. Yeah. Plus differentiate the numerator u raised to the power 3. Bring the power down, which is 3. Write the variable, which is u. Remove 1 from the power, which is 3 minus 1 plus differentiate this one. Now bring down the power, which is 4. Now write the u. Remove 1 from the power, 4 minus 1 all over 4 factorial. 4 factorial can also be written as 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 plus the last one here, u raised to the power 5 at the numerator. We differentiate it, giving us 5u raised to the power 5 minus 1 all over 5 factorial. 5 factorial is also known as 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Now, to continue with our problem, dy du equals, now if you take a close look at this one, the 0 is already gone because constant is always 0. We now pay reference to the rest apart from the 0. Now we start from this one. U, yeah, 1 minus 1, 0, right? U raised to the power 0 all over 1. So 1 times u is also known as u. Plus this one now, 2u, 2 minus 1 give you 1, which is 1 here. Now 2 times 1 plus 3u, 3 minus 1 give you 2 all over this one, 2 times 3 times 2 times 1, 3 times 2 times 1 plus we come to this place, we write before u, remove 1 from the power, 4 minus 1 give you 3 all over 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 plus 5u, remove 1 from the power, 5 minus 1 which will give you 4 all over 4, 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. The y du equals, now remember anything raised to the power 0 is 1. This is already 1 all over 1 plus now 2u all over 2 times 1. 2 cancel at 2. These 2, it cancel at these 2. Leaving behind u all over 1. U all over 1. That's how we got this one. Now, first, 3u raised to the power 2 all over 3 times 2 times 1. 3, strike at 3, leaving behind u raised to the power 2 times 2 times 1. That's the denominator. Plus 4u raised to the power 3. Divide all over 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 4 cancel at 4, leaving behind u raised to the power 3 all over 3 times 2 will give you 6. 6 times 1 will still give you 6. That's how we got this one. Plus 5 raised to the power 5u raised to the power 4 all over 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. 5 cancel at 5, leaving behind u raised to the power 4 all over 4 times 3, which will give you 12. 12 times 2 will give you 24. 24 times 1 will give you 24. That's how we arrive at this place now. To digress further, to get the final answer in this one now, which is very simple. Now, do y du equals 1 divide 1 will give you 1, right? Which is true. Plus u divide 1 will give you u. Plus, repeat this one, u square all over 2 plus u raised to the power 3 all over 6 plus u raised to the power 4 all over 24. That is the final answer. Now, going to question 8, which says that y equals 4. Pay a close look at the question. There is no variable. The answer is 0 because y equals 4. 4 is a constant. The y, the x equals 0. That is the answer for that question. Question number 9. Y equals 1 minus x raised to the power 2 minus x raised to the power 3 minus x to the power 4 minus x raised to the power 5 minus x raised to the power 6. Now, dy ds, differentiation of y with respect to x equals 1, which is a constant, which will give us 0 here. That's the 0 we have here. Minus x, we differentiate x. This question, x is the variable. We bring the power down, which is the power we have here. S, remove 1 from the power, 1 minus 1, minus, differentiate this one as well, break down the power, which is 2. The right variable, which is x, remove 1 from the power, 2 minus 1, minus, differentiate this one, 3, break down the power, which is 3, x, remove 1 from the power, 3 minus 1, minus 4, okay, the power we brought here, which is the 4 here, x, remove 1 from the power, which will give you 4 minus 1, minus 5, x raised to the power 5, break down the power, which is the 5, x, remove 1 from the power, 5 minus 1, minus 6, break down the power, which is the 6, we write the variable, which is the x, remove 1 from the power, 6, minus 1, dy dx equals, this 0 is already out of the equation, because 0 is nothing, minus 1, s, 1 minus 1 gives you 0. That's how we got 0 here. So, minus 1, x raised to the power 0, plus 2, s, 2 minus 1, which will give you 1, minus 3, s, 3 minus 1 will give you 2, minus 4x, 4 minus 1 will give you 3, minus 5x, 5 minus 1 will give you 4, minus 6x, 6 minus 1 will give you 5. That is it. dy ds equals, okay, minus 1. Remember, anything raised to the power 0 is 1. So this s is literally 1. So minus 1 times 1 will give you us minus 1. That is the one we have here, minus 1. Minus 2, 2x. 2x raised to the power 1 is 3x. So minus 2x. 3 minus 3x raised to the power 2, minus 3x raised to the power 2, minus 4x raised to the power 3, minus 4x raised to the power 3, minus 5x raised to the power 4, minus 5x raised to the power 4, minus 6x raised to the power 5, minus 6x raised to the power 5. That is our answer. That is the answer for this question. Now, digressing to question 10, another exponential question. Now, The question says that y equals exponential 2x. Solving this, remember our previous question we solved relating to exponential. The y dx, the variation of y with respect to x, that's why we have the y dx. Now, the y dx equals the function, the f dx. We are trying to differentiate the function, which is the 2x, the f all over the x, times the question, which is exponential 2x. Now, the y dx equals the function, which is the 2x, right? Now, this 2x, remember there's a power here at this x here, which is 1. Now, 2 times the power we brought down, which is 1, the variable, which is the x, minus 1 from the power, 1 minus 1, times the exponential 2x. The y dx, 2 times 1 give you 2, 1 minus 1 give you 0. So, x is to the power 0 times exponential 2x. The y dx equals 2. X is to the power 0 will give you 1 times exponential 2x. 2 times 1 will give you 2. 2 times exponential 2x will give you 2 exponential x. That is all for this video. If you have any question at all, drop it on the comment section. We'll be later consideration. Please, I want you to like our page, follow us, and press the notification button, and so that you get notified whenever we solve problems like this. Thank you very much.